Yahya, I love to hear your voice.
Efendimiz Aleyhisselam gençlerin
Hi guys, this is like the worst lighting ever and this hijab isn't helping. I don't even know if I like this hijab on me, but I was playing around with some hijab styles and happened to pick this one to be the practice hijab. Anyways, I digress. This week is pretty busy, to be completely honest. I have a few iftars. I have an iftar tomorrow, I have an iftar on Friday, I have an iftar on Saturday, Sunday, and I'm also getting a facial tomorrow, which should be good. I came on here though to tell you about this book I read recently, Hot Milk by Deborah Levy. I gave a review on TikTok and Instagram. Pretty good. I mean, I love Deborah Levy's writing style, so I'm not surprised that I love it, but it honestly felt like a summer fever dream. Like I'm in the sun for too long and I'm starting to be a bit delirious, and not entirely because of the plot. I mean, it is based in like a summery location and it's like about love and lust and all of those things, but mostly because of the way she describes things. I did write a review actually. A lot of reviews I read describe this as feverish or as a fever dream, and I would have to agree. It feels like your peak summer, sunscreen is on, your sleep schedule is out of whack, and you're completely disoriented from the sun, heat and water. I don't even think that makes sense, babe. Anyways, I loved the poetry in this. Her writing is perfect. The relationship between mother-daughter is drastic, although I'm sure every daughter and mother can find some aspect of the relationship to be some sort of relatable. It's very intense and very dramatic, so I can't relate in that sense, but I just mean the mother-daughter dynamic. I think every girl can find something to relate to in that. The mother's hyper independence on her daughter and also simultaneously distant from her daughter, the daughter's unconditional love for her mother, which is ruining her, but also her selfishness and her incapability to realize what she wants, who she is, and how to navigate relationships. There's a quote at the end which really got me and I loved it so much, and she's having a conversation with her mum and she says, "We watch our children, we know our gaze is powerful, so we pretend not to look." And I read that at like 3 AM and I was like, oh, that's beautiful. I feel like that's how mums are, and I feel like it just like did something to me and I was like, that's so sweet, but also so comforting, you know what I mean? So I really love that quote. But yeah, that's the update with me and what I've been reading.
Island for this big thing called the full moon party. Lucky and I are gonna go.
Of course. Okay, so now, can you see those orange dots?
Yeah.
These are oil glands. This will also...
Hi guys, today's Friday. I had a facial, which actually was so good. I found out I have oily, dehydrated skin, and my whole life I thought I had dry skin because I'm eczema prone and have dermatitis. So that was a shock, which is why I'm purging a bit, because my pores were so blocked. And then I had an iftar that night, and then yesterday I literally rotted in bed the whole day. I'm not sleeping properly this whole Ramadan. Like, I'm going to sleep at like 5 or 6 AM, sleeping in until the morning, like before the Hajj prayer. So I'm just like so out of whack. And then I had an iftar yesterday with Corey's family, so I just haven't had much to vlog. But today I'm cooking iftar, so let me show you what's on the menu. So for soup, I'm making mercimek çorbası, which is lentil soup. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are familiar with that. And then I'm making lahmacun. I've actually never made lahmacun like at home, but Kore requested it. And you just use khabaz, like you just use Lebanese bread apparently. I don't know, I'm not making dough. And then I've made the mixture, which is like lamb and a bunch of veggies that I've strained. And then I also have some chicken tenders, so I'm making chicken skewers. I hope that's enough food. I'm like wondering if I need to make a salad or rice or something, but it should be fine. But I'm gonna attempt to vlog this while I'm under pressure. I'll show you everything else that I've prepped. This is the chicken. I have to skewer it and then cook it maybe 30 minutes before, because that's when everything gets chaotic. And then this is the meat, or the lahmacun. Yeah. I've also prepped like sumac onions, and then also some parsley, tomato and lemon for the lahmacun.
Formal dinner party games.
Hi guys, today is Saturday and I never vlog on Saturdays, but there's hardly enough footage this week because I don't even know what I was doing. But I thought I would do a little Ramadan catch up like last week's vlog, just so we can like update each other on like where we're at. I had a pretty good week this week. I think I'm still struggling with sleep. I just am like so out of it. No matter what I do, if I have no caffeine, I still feel crazy. If I have a cup of tea, I still feel insane. If I have a small latte, I still feel insane. So I don't know what it is. I probably should just eliminate caffeine in total, but I feel like I need an incentive at the end of the day to like reward myself. And like a coffee feels like the only appropriate thing. So honestly, we're already like halfway through Ramadan, I think, so I might as well just like stick it out and suck it up. I have still been listening to Amar Suleiman's Ramadan series. I really love it, and I do struggle sometimes because we break fast at like 7:20 or 7:30, between that in Australia, and then by the time you cook, clean, eat, pray Maghrib, clean, pray again, do tarawih, it just feels so late. And sometimes I find myself just wanting to go to bed and like unwind, and I really want to watch Omar Suleiman's series and like lock in. So I'd rather watch a few episodes a day and like sit down and like absorb what I'm listening to and take notes. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah, I kind of want to talk about my hijab journey a bit, because a lot of people have been commenting on my content saying, I love the full coverage hijab style on you, and it's really sweet. I do kind of want to talk about it because when you're a modest fashion influencer or a hijabi influencer, it's a lot of the time very contradicting and very hard to upkeep having a strong din and having a lot of faith and feel on track, and then also feeling like you are falling into worldly pressures and desires and capitalism and really unhealthy standards of beauty and womanhood. And it's a constant tug and pull challenge. I feel like for myself personally, like every hijabi, I've had moments where I've wanted to take the hijab off and I've wanted to wear less of it. You know, there was a time when turbans were really in the hijabi fashion community, and I was like, I want to wear it like that because I'm already struggling my hijab, and like that feels like I can express myself more in fashion. And I just had moments. I feel like a lot of girls have had moments like that when you wear the hijab, but I've never taken it off, which I think I have to applaud myself for, because the amount of things that I've gone through in the industry and the lows that I've had have really put a toll on me sometimes. And I think like at the end of the day, I still chose my hijab over those other things. But moments like this Ramadan where I was like, okay, I'm gonna take an extra step to dress more modestly, it wasn't even like, okay, I'm gonna start in Ramadan and then stop doing it after Ramadan. And I never even thought I'm gonna start dressing more modestly from day one of Ramadan. It kind of just happened, and I was playing around with hijab styles and I was like, okay, it's possible, it still looks cute, let me do it. The truth is that I never put the effort beforehand, before Ramadan, to actually try to show less neck. I just never put the effort because I was kind of stuck in a routine and in a safe place. It was like same hijab style, same color, same fabric, and like that was what it was. So I do recommend, I think, if you're in a position where you want to like spice it up in terms of, maybe that's the wrong word to use, if you want to change it up and like experience a new type of hijab style, or try to cover your neck more, or wear the hijab in general, like just have fun with it and play around with it. But yeah, that's kind of where I've been at. But I do appreciate people saying that they like the style on me, because I mean, I really like it too. My mom loves it. She's like always told me to wear my hijab like this, and I actually kind of wore it like this when I first put the hijab on, which I think is why I never really wanted to wear it like this. Not like this specifically, but like a full coverage, like to my neck, like pinned under my neck. I think that's why I never really liked it, because I wore it like this when I was 15 and I first put the hijab on. So it kind of felt like I was regressing back in a trend, or like regressing back in like who I was, which is silly. But it's kind of like, I think most girls feel like this. It's like any trend where it's like wearing the same type of pants that were in when you were 15. You're like, ugh, do I want to do that? Same thing. Let me show you what I'm wearing. It's really boring, but I'll show you what I'm wearing. I don't think you can see it, and there's like a mirror right there. I'm just wearing this black abaya here. The sleeves are kind of pretty, but I just needed something that was easy, you know, something you can wear to an iftar, but also wear to Tadaweh, but then also wear to like run errands. And I feel like this is it. And then the scarf I'm wearing is this grey jersey one. Very pretty, very comfortable, very slay. I never updated you guys. Do you see this picture here? So this picture used to be here, okay? This picture right here, let me show you. This picture here was something that I thrifted, I want to say like a year ago, okay? And it is the cutest thing ever. It's like this cross stitch, I think that's what it's called. This cross stitch picture framed. It has like the cutest things on it, like this little girl, I think. She kind of looks like a grandma at the same time. This little girl, this cat, this duck. What else is there? Some little mice. And this like, what is this called again? And I bought this, oh, it even says here, FG 1997. I bought this because I was like, this would look so cute in a girl's nursery. Like, don't you think it would look just so cute in a girl's nursery? And I'm always buying stuff for my future children that I don't have. But anyways, I put it up now because I just love it. And I think it suits the vibe of this room, you know? You know?
縁で